5-minute guide to beating Dark Souls Remastered without dying a single time. Let's go. This is the build you're going to want to use. A two-handed Zweihander build with a grass crest on back. Stone armor, ring of favour and protection, as well as Havel's ring. 50 vitality, 35 endurance, 24 strength and 10 dex. No leveling, attunement, faith or intelligence. We don't need that. Pros. Its simplicity. It's easy to get off the start, it's got high health, defense, poise and damage, but here's the cons. It's slower than normal, although that doesn't really matter, and there's a slight increase to fall damage, which is hardly noticeable. Here's the route you're going to want to take. Start off with the Bandit and the Master Key. Get out of the Asylum and then go down and kill Pinwheel with Paladin Leroy. If you're not a fan of using summons, I'd recommend doing this bit later on after Ornstein and Smoke. Get to 16 strength and 10 dex, and then level endurance and vitality equally for a while. Kindle the Firelink bonfire and walk away with 20 Estus. Head down into New Londo and use the Master Key to get to Valley of the Drakes. Run through it and get to Darkroot Garden. Then you're going to want to kill the Black Knight and get the Grasscrest shield. Head to Andrew and upgrade the Zweihander to +5. Get the shortcut to Firelink, grab the basement key and upgrade your Estus. Then free Lautrec and then kill Lautrec to get the Favour and Protection ring. Kill the Bell Gargoyles and ring that bell. Kill the Moonlight Butterfly. Then Havel to get his ring, then kill the Hydra. Climb up the ladder beside it, go through Darkroot Garden until you get the stone armor. Equip that straight away. It doesn't matter if you're fat rolling, nothing will be able to harm you, and your poise will be through the roof. Keep leveling endurance until you're able to medium roll with all that gear, and then stop leveling endurance entirely. Go to Undead Burg and kill Taurus Demon, and then go down to Lower Undead Burg to kill Capra Demon. Unlock the Firelink shortcut, buy some poison cures and charcoal pine resin. Head into the depths, grab the large ember, buy the crystal shield and go pine resin off Dom Hall, and kill the Gaping Dragon. Then head down to New Londo and get the Firekeeper's soul. Then Blighttown to get another one. And then while you're down there, you might as well farm the slugs until you have 9 large shards. Then take down Quelaag, ring the bell, get the Daughter of Chaos bonfire and cheese Ceaseless. Upgrade your Estus to +3, your weapon to +10, and then keep leveling vitality until you get to 50 vitality. Head through Sens, pick up the rare Ring of Sacrifice and kill the Iron Golem. Head through Anor Londo as normal, careful of the rafters and archer sections though. I'd recommend fast rolling for this bit with the Crystal Shield and Lightning Spear from Sens. Take down Ornstein and Smoke and grab the Lord Vessel. Then head to New Londo, grab the very large Ember and farm Dark Wraiths until you have 6 chunks. Head back to the Asylum, kill the Stray Demon for a slab and upgrade your weapon to +15. Back down to Blighttown now, join the Chaos Covenant and donate 30 humanity. You should have about 30 by this point, but if you don't, the best place to get it would be farming the rats in the depths. Then kill the Demon Fire Sage, unlock the shortcut and you're ready for Bed of Chaos. Now you'll need a bow for this, although you don't need the stats for it, just a few arrows. Kill the bug on the right and then quit out. Hug the wall to your left when you get back in until you get to this corner. Then bow the second one to death. Now this final bit requires a bit of luck and timing. Do your best to bait out the attacks, stand here and drop down onto the branch. Roll through the thorns and kill the final bug. Now the challenge is practically in your hands. Go down into Tomb of the Giants, equip the Sunlight Maggot, and kill Nero. Head back through Darkroot Garden and kill Sith. Swap Havel's ring for the Covenant of Artorias and then kill the 4 kings. Then you're going to want to head into the archives and die to Seath.
You what?
Unfortunately, there's no way you can avoid this death, but at the very least, put on the rare Ring of Sacrifice to remain human and save your humanity and souls. Continue through the archives and kill Seath for good and proper at the end. Now the last things to do are kill Quelaag's sister, the Anor Londo Firekeeper, these are kind of optional bits, and upgrade your Estus to +6. Finally, kill Gwyn and mark the challenge complete, and you know that you've beaten Dark Souls 1 without dying a single time. Now I've prepared 5 tips and tricks to help you get through the no death even easier, so let's rattle through these right now. Tip number 1, make use of consumables. Firebombs, throwing knives, whatever you can get your hands on will make loads of different scenarios way easier. Tip number 2, learn your enemy. Let's take Havel for example, a very slow knight found at the beginning of the game, but he has great defense, high poise and hits incredibly hard, so if you don't know what you're doing, he's going to be a challenge. However, he is weak to backstabs, so if you know your enemy, the game will be much easier. The next tip, practice quitouts. This may seem a bit scummy, but quitouts can be a useful tool for when the scenario is just a bit too out of hand. Memorising the keys or controller inputs to quickly quit the game can save your character a lot more times than you may expect. And in some games it could even save you from fall damage, but not this one. The next tip would be to get the risky stuff out of the way early. A key example of this is Bed of Chaos. Get that thing out of the way as soon as possible because it is not a well-made boss for the no death run. The good thing is if you do die to these risky things early on, at least the run back is shorter and slightly less depressing. And then the final tip I have is to go offline. Now this may seem obvious, but being online in a Souls game filled with twink builds, broken combat and sweaty players is just usually a recipe for disaster, and especially on a no death. So just avoid this pain entirely by playing offline. And there you have it folks, Dark Souls Remastered No Death, a 5-minute guide.